We're dealing with two fires in two different parts of town.
In fact, just moments ago, a lightning strike ignited a fire in Lovell Canyon. Patrick Walker is live not far from where that fire started. Patrick?
Well, Denise and Paul, good evening. Yeah, just talking about the thunderstorm first that blew through. We got the front end of that before it hit town. It blew straight over the top of us, created some whiteout conditions with all of the ash here. You can see this is prime for it. I'll kick up some of it to let you know. It was nasty. We'll talk about that in a minute, but I'm just being told right now 7 new lightning starts in this area, kind of in the Lovell Canyon area. We saw 2 on the mountain over on the side we'll talk about, several also behind us that we can't really see smoke. They're all small at this point, but that thunderstorm packing a punch through here. 7 new lightning starts. That's new information just coming in. But although the flames here may be gone, we also want to talk about some of the dangers that are still happening. Here's an example. Let me show you. These big trees out here, one of the biggest dangers. This one has some branches that are almost completely burned out. These could fall down, so that's something that firefighters are worried about as they keep the roads closed and keep folks from coming in. Let's show you some other video that we had sent in a little bit earlier to talk about this. This fire torching, of course, almost 450 acres, leaving thousands of blackened trees out here. Firefighters call those biggest trees widowmakers because, of course, of what can happen if one falls down onto the top of somebody. Now, that barren ground is also prime for flooding because really there is no vegetation to help absorb the water. But a falling tree and bare ground, those aren't the only dangers out here.
In many areas, there may be trees that have been damaged that are unstable, certainly branches up in trees. When people walk in places like this, maybe a root system on a bush or something and they can sink quickly up to their knee and break an ankle.
Well, firefighters have spent the last 72 hours containing the blaze here, as well as those winds really fanned the flames from west to east. And a change of the weather certainly helped firefighters as the humidity came up in those efforts. Now, speaking of the weather, of course, we're talking about that change that we saw, the thunderstorm moving through the area. Maybe a little bit tough to see as the flames and the smoke have been coming and going. This is one of the 2 fires in a canyon that has started back there. So we're keeping an eye on that. A total of 7 new fires out here have started this afternoon, just in the last about 2.5 hours due to the lightning storm we saw. We saw a couple of dozen lightning strikes coming through here. It was pretty scary. For now, reporting live, I'm Patrick Walker, 8 News Now.
All right, Patrick, thanks. Well, exclusive.